All right, so I'm gonna show you 3 different variations so you can hit your hamstrings again in a different way, different angle, different stimulus. So we're gonna use 3 different ways for sliding leg curls. So the first one's gonna be with sliders or furniture movers. Now you're gonna need a soft floor like a carpet or a turf. This one's not gonna work on a rubber floor. Now if you don't have any of those, if you have a hard solid floor, then you can put your heels on a towel. All right, so here's the deal. You're just gonna lay down, relax. From here, all you're gonna do is keep your core tight and then curl your legs and extend. Now, this is the common mistake people will do. They'll curl the legs and then get their hips up. So if you curl your legs like this, there's no resistance for the hamstrings. Okay, so I see a lot of people curling first, then raising their hips. So then they're just activating the butt. But if you really want the hamstring and the butt to work together, then you're gonna lead the movement with the hips. So hips up, and then as you lift the hips, you curl the legs, okay? So imagine when you're curling up, and if you see my butt never touches the floor, so that I can keep constant tension. So you think about your hips going up and behind, okay? Not just straight up, but behind as you curl. That's the right way to do it. You'll feel an amazing difference. Like, try doing it wrong. Do it like this and then lift your butt like nothing's happening. Trying with the hips first, your hamstrings are gonna be on fire. So this is variation number 1 with the sliders. Follow me and I'll show you variation number 2. All right, so the next one's gonna be on the blast straps or TRX. So this is called suspended leg curls. So here's what you wanna pay attention. First is the setup. A lot of people will do this. So you gotta grab the strap and then they get their toe in. Wrong setup, your foot's gonna be falling off as you do the movement. So you don't wanna get your toe in. What you wanna do is you wanna get your heel. So you pull the strap and it's grabbing your heel, if you can see that. So it's like you're stepping on the strap. Heel in here, and then you're gonna step on the strap. Okay, not the other way around. So get both heels in, and it's easier if you do this as you're sitting down rather than laying down and then trying to get them in. So once I'm sitting down, I'm in the right position. Now I'm gonna lean back, lay down here, and I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the sliders. So first, straight legs, and remember the mistake. We don't curl and then lift because then the hips, the hamstrings didn't do any of the work. So what you wanna do is hips up the whole time, lead with the hips up and back as you pull the heels to the butt. So full extension, but you're not relaxing. Constantly tensing the muscle, and lead with the hips. Same thing, you don't want to do this and then drop the hips and release. Hips always stay high. Now, this one you can modify for intensity levels. So right now, if you see the straps are coming straight, almost like straight down. If it's too hard for me, I can get closer this way, and now I have less resistance to pull against because there's an angle on the straps. If that's too easy, here's how you increase the resistance. Here's how you progress it. You go further out, so now the angle is in this way. So now look at this. For me to pull, it's way harder right there. That's like double the resistance. So you're still gonna want a longer range of motion, but you still get more resistance with that angle. Even harder, then get further out. And that's how you can play with it. For your fitness level, you have something to progress. The next level would be to do it with just one leg. Remember, get the heel in, and then the other leg would be up in the air. Same rules apply. Let's go on to the third variation we can use for sliding leg curls. All right, and the third and final variation of the sliding leg curl is gonna actually be on a rower. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit on the floor instead of on the rower seat. On the rower seat, you're gonna put your heels. So once you're there, you're gonna get as close as possible to the end of the rower. And then from here, same thing, you're gonna lay back and curl the legs. Remember, bring the heels to the butt, but you're leading with the hips. The same rule applies for all of these ones. Hips up the whole time so that you're really contracting and doing the work with the hamstrings. Full stretch and up. See, my hips are never dropping. The moment you start doing this, you're not working the hamstrings anymore. So always hips up.